From time to time, we run into families considering private school for the first time. Even for parents who had a good experience in public education, they may find themselves with poor public school options or a child whose needs are just not met by the local public school. Today, we wanted to give you an overview of how private school works. Before we jump into it, make sure to like, follow, and comment if you enjoyed this content. And make sure to check out our TenneyTube video here where we discuss whether online school is worse than in-person school. To get to know how private school works, let's first cover what private school is. According to Wikipedia, private schools are schools not funded or run by the government. Instead of being funded and administered by government authorities like public schools, private schools are primarily funded by tuition paid by parents and governed by an internal governing authority. For today's discussion, we'll use the term private school. It should be mentioned that in some parts of the country, it's more common to refer to private schools as independent schools. These terms are interchangeable. Probably the one factor that makes all private schools operate differently than public schools is selective admission. Through selective admission, private schools are able to select the students suited to the mission of the school and build a school that more effectively supports that type of student. We should emphasize that by selective, we do not only mean elite. There are private schools that focus on learning differences, athletics, and international students, to name a few different types of students that private schools could focus on. For students to attend a private school, selective admission means they cannot just pick a school and go register. Students must first be accepted by the school to attend. The admissions process will vary from school to school, but it generally means students applying to a private school will need to take entrance tests, have letters of recommendation, and participate in student interviews before being admitted to the school. At the beginning of this video, we mentioned private schools are not funded or administered by the government. We'll talk about governments in a minute, but let's focus on funding. While there are different ways for private schools to be funded, far and away the most common source of funding is tuition. Private schools must charge tuition to fund the operation of the school. Because private schools receive tuition from parents, it means private schools will be very responsive to parent requests and influence. It should also be mentioned that school choice programs are impacting the way private schools operate. In states where school choice programs have been created, parents can use tax dollars, typically reserved for public schools, to cover or defray the cost of their private schools. Finally, let's touch on private school governance. Some private schools may have a single leader, but most will fall under the authority of some type of board. The highest authority at the school, typically called the head of school, will report to the board. Some private schools will be fully independent, and some religious boards will fall under the authority of their denomination. We hope that you have found this video helpful in understanding how private schools work. Please leave a comment below if you have further questions. We have just covered the basics here today and are happy to address further questions you might have. As always, be sure to hit that like and subscribe and click the bell icon to be reminded whenever we post a new video. Be sure to check out the links in the description if you're curious about the power of one and what we do for our students. See you on the next one.